Hey, this is John Solider, and you know what? We're at a great event for the Aoki Foundation, raising money for brain health. And you never know who you're going to run into. So today, I met a legend in the direct selling industry, even though he's retired from it. This man here, Mr. Joelino, was 4 years in a row the #1 producer in Electrolux. Now, those of you in the US that aren't that familiar with Electrolux at one time was the largest direct selling company in the world by far, and still one of them as we speak. Joe, how are you? Nice to see you.
Good, man. Nice to meet you.
It's such a pleasure to meet you finally.
Thank you.
So I know you're kind of retired, but I mean, tell your Electrolux story, because it's amazing.
Yeah, 32 years with Electrolux. I started as a little door-to-door salesman and moved up the ranks, and thought I'd arrived when I became a division manager and run 14 stores, 7 states, and moved 7 times in 5 years. And I said, I don't want to do this. So I resigned as a DM and went back into sales. In my first year in 1997, I was the #1 North American sales champion. I did that 4 consecutive years in a row. Company got bought by a mentor of mine, Joseph Urso, and they renamed the company Eris and got into air purification, water purification. Eventually, he broke off and franchised the offices. So I started with 1 and got it up to 7 and figured out bigger is not better. Sized everything down to 1 and, had 32 reps working for me. And it was fun.
So Joe, what did you learn in direct selling? Because like you said, you were hesitant to even get in the industry, and then you became super successful at it. What did that teach you in terms of selling, management, organizational skills that you're applying today with your new business?
Yeah, some of the best salespeople aren't the best managers. Some of the best managers aren't the best salespeople. I had to master salesmanship and then try to duplicate myself through other people. Management, when you duplicate yourself through other people, they want to be like you. If they don't want the job, who wants to take a job and sell vacuum cleaners door to door? When we went into the air purification space, it was a lot easier to hire. That's basically what the job was as manager. As a salesman, you're a salesman. As a manager, you're building a store.
And you took those skills that you learned in direct selling, and a lot of people, they get into the direct selling industry. Like myself, I got in when I was 20 years old, and all these years later, I'm still at it. But some people like yourself, decide to do something else. The skills you learned in the direct selling model with Electrolux, you've taken them now, and you've got a new business that's super successful. Tell everybody about that.
Yeah, Big Daddy's Hosting Services. I'm a casino host licensed at 71 properties around the world. I was fortunate enough when I was doing vacuum cleaners to race boats and do gambling professionally for a year. I won $1 million, lost $1.5 million, and that story goes, I've seen it before, but I started doing this part-time 2017, and then it became part-time, went to sometime, then all the time, and now it's frickin' hammer time. And we have assistants, we have other reps working for us, making the move from Kansas City, moving to Las Vegas, but it's all about the customer. What can we do to wow the customer? People ask all the time, what can you do for me that my host can't do for me that's inside? Well, #1, I have 71 different properties around the world, whether it's cruises, the islands, Vegas, Tahoe. So we cover a wide stroke of properties.
So, you just touched on a key word, customer service. Because obviously to become the #1 vacuum cleaner salesman in a great company like you were in for 4 straight years, and then segueing that to another business, you obviously know how to take really good care of people. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to build either business. So talk about that a little bit, the lost art of customer service.
First of all, there's not a lot of companies that still go in home and service. My reps would go out and spend their gas, their money, their time to come out and do a free service inspection. And you're entitled to have that once a year. well, a salesman doesn't get paid unless he sells something. So he'd sell them bags, filters, supplies, different items, and of course try to move them into a new unit, show them an air purifier, show them a water purifier. That's how I built the business. I'd show up once a year. I'd show up every 6 months. You know, the new business, we're in contact with email, text blasts 3 or 4 times a month, personal contact. You know, the social media stuff has just really started for us. I think there's a big following, and it's starting to work.
Talk a little bit about team building, because now you're building a team, obviously, of sales reps, support people that support you in your new business. What did you learn, once again, from the direct selling space that you've applied now to your casino business?
Well, now I have to duplicate people, and it gets tough. You want somebody to start part-time. They're intrigued because they're around players, but it has to take a certain somebody. It is about relationships, and the relationships that I've had over the year when I gambled with people around tournaments, around casinos. It would be like, hey, Joe, what do you got? Yeah, I'm hosting now. Hey, have you ever been to so-and-so? Have you been to Grayton? Have you been to... So you open up a whole new gamut, but building a team, it's new for me. It's new. I've gone as far as I can go. The assistant came on 6 months ago. She's doing a great job. The next step is hiring people part-time to bring in players. Now, if you're a 10K player, we love you, but I want to watch you grow. So we handle high net worth clients that have credit lines up of $1 million.
Interesting. Last question for you, Joe. How important is goal setting in any business?
No, the most important is goal setting. I do a 3-month, 90 days. I do a 6-month. I do a 9-month, and I do a year. Then I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years out. Financial plan, personal plan, and it's in writing. Something I learned a long time ago is put a pen to paper, and it'll help you grow your business.
The great Joelino. Thanks, buddy.
Big Daddy Joelino.
Big Daddy Joelino. You're not so big anymore, though, right? You lost a lot of weight recently,
yeah,
too.
62 pounds.
Attaboy. Okay.
The host with the most, known from coast to coast like bread, butter, and toast.
There you go. Thanks, bud.
Man,
Appreciate it.
that's
Hey, that was fun.
Your people like